live, I guess. Alright, a few things to cover. I'm a static image because I don't know if it's my camera or VTube Studio. I don't have a clue. I just know something isn't happy, and I'm sure I've been flashing here and there with that weird green. I knew I was before, but it eventually went away, but now it does not go away. Maybe it didn't go away. Maybe when I was streaming it was constantly flashing. I don't know. Something's going on now. Oh, it's VTube Studio or the camera. So that's great. I ain't chipping in for new camera right now either. So static it is for the next who knows how long. Second up on the chopping block, Godless Tactics, that ain't happening anymore. That alert that I was talking about during yesterday's stream was in reference to Godless Tactics getting pinged. I'm gonna take a drink. For copyright reasons, apparently the game uses stuff copyrighted by the Air Force Band, which cool. Didn't really feel like fighting with that, so I just deleted the VOD, and I've decided, hey, we're done. It didn't perform well anyways. Yeah, that's the end of that. Thirdly, here we are back with Yes, Your Grace. Anyone who missed the first week, it was literally a couple of choices. Should go look at the end of the last Murder Mystery Machine stream, because that is where the first bit of this is. It also reversed my decisions made, because I was going to fix things, but now I'm looking with a clearer head. I'm like, these are not good resources to be pumping into anything. I know it saves me some, but maybe I'll just we're just gonna continue starting. I am somewhat upset to lose Godless Tactics because it was something I could actually talk during. Mind you, most of my talk was yes, this plans, thoughts, ideas. Grevno, week 2. What do you think, God? How can I be of service, Your Grace? That's all for now. Let's talk to you. Your Grace, no sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Red head, sharp teeth. A crest of Rodovia? Thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me. What were you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. Well, man might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. It's true that you're from Rodovia. Your man is right. Rodovia is my home. And soon yours, too. Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands. Plundering and killing innocent men. There's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. I don't want to kill him. I'm merciful, but in this case, he's a bandit. You'll rot in cell. Don't want to let me go, but you don't have the guts to kill. My friends will gladly hear about your cowardly decision. I need to see Aurelia about this. My daughter over. I bring news, Father. Asalia sneaked out at night last week. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber, all laughing and a little tipsy at me. But she wouldn't say where she'd been. But Stanny, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in this morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. They don't speak ill of your sister. What's got into you, Lucerlia? Solia sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden. Audrey, did you know about any of this? No, to your grace. I better talk to Solia about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Deep throw. Your grace, I fear for my life. I think someone's trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone's following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. Okay. Or dead. My name is Etten. I'm the Lord of Bronca, your grace. I'll be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. Thing is, track them down and I know where they are keeping her. I planned everything out. I just need your general to help me take her back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help, your grace. Yeah, borrow my general. Pay them once, and they will only want more. This is the best option. You're right. Send the general my way, and I will tell him my plan. Thank you, your grace. Good. It has to work. Your grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but still he is my son. I ask you to help us find him. Your grace, is there any chance you could do so? I believe this should be enough to cover your loss. Your grace, do you really think that gold can replace my son? I'd better look for help elsewhere. What do you make of this, Audrey? Rodovians here? How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? That's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, your grace. I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends, see who'd give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. Oh, thank you, Audrey. Blue was... Well, it doesn't matter what I do. I'll do them all. Hello. I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. Tell me what you know. Why are you here? I suppose that's one way of killing time in this murky way. You see, Baron, that lunatic, thinks everyone will follow him. Keeps raving about some promise. One of the 7 kings will give him his daughter. He thinks he's got a chance at mingling with the royals. I still can't decide. Is he the mad one, or is it his followers who believe this bug who are really insane? You'll stay here a little longer. Sure, as long as I don't die from boredom first. Looking around. Talk to Aurelia. Darling. Rodovians have come to Davern. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. Rodovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? I'm afraid it is. The bandit is in the dungeon. I already questioned him. It cannot be. Eric. Well, he said so himself. How would he know? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Bayron, wasn't it? Doesn't matter. After 13 years, a Rodovian shows up in her castle. I'm damned. Yes, Lucerlia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayron the villain will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax, since things with the thug turn out. How could we have promised our daughter's hand to a Rodovian? With a knife to my throat, I'm not sure what else we could have done. To think our to think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug. Oh. We can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we will solve this. What are we going to do? If Bayron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Radovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons? I already told you I did, Aurelia. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, darling. It's just too much to think about. I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even, yes, but let her marry a thug? I can't do this. It'll be fine. I won't let them take her away. Eric, I'm terrified. I can handle this. Fine, I will stay here. Grey Mountains. They seem much bigger in real life than they are in this painting. Be safe. Yes, father? I've heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. Considering the resources you spent to help them out with it, it definitely was. I'm not angry, I just want you to be safe. Why would you be mad? Is it because I went to the market? Come on now, I know about the wedding. Ursulia told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course. Sidani. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you. You have no need to worry. Nothing will happen. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Ursulia said you got drunk? That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Ursulia. Since she turned 13, she thinks you will make her marry some fat, dumb prince and send her off to another castle. She intends to be such a lousy rat. Maybe it would be for the best. Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You're confined to the castle. Horse riding's important. Games can be important. You will not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Stupid Ursulia. I'll teach her a lesson. Stop with the names. I'd better talk to Ursulia. And she's at the wall. She likes the wall. I don't know why she likes the wall. Oh, it's you. Zelia told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think your mother and I had started to figure it out anyway. I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh, and why is that? Soon lords and knights will line up to ask for your hand. You know I'll have to choose someone. But we can wait. I promise we won't move forward if you're not ready. Time will show. I will check on you later. Good kitty, Dusty. You won't let us down. Oh, there you go. Ah. We're done. Okay, now I feel safe doing that. And do this to get some gold per week. And then immediately I will need all of that I just spent. But it's okay. Grevno. week 3. Hey, we got a bird. Audrey's got nothing to say. Dear Eric, we have crossed the mountains. We will come for what was promised, for the gods have graced us with their strength. Bayron, the king of Redovia. So they do have a king after all. And where there's a king, an army follows. What promise are they babbling about anyway? How? You never mentioned it, Your Grace. I didn't think I would have to keep my word. We can't let those barbarians seize the throne. Our treasury is low, but we can always seek allies. I will let you get on with the audits, and I'll prepare some preparations in the meantime. I will be in the council chamber, Your Grace. Good man, Audrey. Good pigeon. Your Grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men dressed in black came and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving to the dogs now. I wanted to kindly ask for 7 pieces of gold, or 5 sacks of supplies, Your Grace. That way we can at least keep our children fed. Here, take this gold. Hope you can make it count. Oh, we will, Your Grace. Thank you. What's up, Mr. Merchant? I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to build up a new tavern in Bronca. You see, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and will guarantee a steady income. I will share the profits once I start making money on the business. I like the sound of this, but our treasury cannot afford the expense right now. Come back in a couple of weeks. Yes, Your Grace. Your Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It's nothing serious, I don't think, but fevers and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere, as if a dark force brought it upon us. Take these supplies. Give them out in your village. Make sure everyone has access to what they need. Thank you, Your Grace. We are beyond content. I hope the spirits will keep you well. Hope the spirits stop us from dying. Sidani! Dear sweet Sidani. Hey there. Pumpkin? Pumpkin? That's new, I like it. Your Grace? Sidani, I always tell you not to play here. But this is my most cherished place in the fortress. Oh, you have the most finest items here, Father. Please let me stay here. I won't break anything, I promise. Oh, you can stay, as long as you don't damage anything. Oh, yes, thank you. Your Grace. Ooh, let's see what else is here. Your Grace, I appointed a scout. He will let us know what we are up against. Meanwhile, we should invite King Talus. He might be able to help. You can talk to nearby lords, but first I would suggest inviting Talus. Here you can view details of each of your potential allies. You need to have a pigeon available in order to send an invite. Great, Talus should visit us within a week. With his army, we should be able to repel Redovia, no matter what they come with. Thank you, Audrey. I'm gonna go see if anyone else needs me. No one else needs me, Audrey. We're going to end the week now. Stan. Stan really gets paid a lot. Can't buy anything. I should have invested in the tavern, but I didn't have the money. Oh well. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. That's always been my way with these things. Dreadnought, week 4. General, King Talus, Lord Ettin, Banker. I bring news about Lord Ettin's case, Your Grace. With his plan, my squad and I managed to take his daughter back. Wonderful. So what do you want, Lord Etten? Your Grace, my daughter is back. Those goons didn't even know what hit them, and we hit them hard. If it wasn't for your general, I'm not sure if my plan would have worked. Take this gold as thank you, Your Grace. Oh, thank you. King Talus. Hardly any light can get through these windows. These halls used to shine, Eric. Father, look what she did. Sully has put feces under my pillow. How can I ever wash it off? Why did you tell her I told on her? I never told her, you told me. Of course you did. Now she won't leave me alone. We'll deal with that later. Scuttle off for now. But... you can't even control your children, and I'm surprised you still sit where you do. And that I'm still standing where I am. Forgive me, we have had a lot going on recently. I'm asking if you're going to make me stand there like a commoner here. Oh, of course, let's talk in the council room. Rude. Huh. You have a lot of books. What is she doing in here? Are you letting children play with your archives? Girl, gone. Are you a king or a blasted nanny, Eric? What can be so important that you couldn't just send me a pigeon? I'll be straightforward with this. I need an army. Redovia is threatening me and my family. Ha! Redovia? Here? Yes, they. They're simple men, untrained. Tell you what. I'll give you 3,000 soldiers. My army can deal with anything they throw its way. What, just like that? Of course not. You see, my son Ivo has been crying and moaning to me about finding him a princess. He's always bothering me. It's about time he grew up. A wife would keep him busy, out of my way. Lorsulia would be good enough for him. She could teach him a thing or two. I also want access to the fine collection of books you have here, plus anything else you can find. You still seek cures for your wife? Her condition hasn't improved? Well, that's not concerning yet. You get an army, I get Lorsulia, and access to these books. So an army for a marriage in return. Yes, of course. You catch on quickly. I'll send my armies right away. I can't just let you take my daughter for a few hundred men. Come on now, Eric. We both know Davern has seen better times. When Redovia comes, who will protect your people? Your family? Are you going to order peasants to fight them with pitchforks? You'll throw in 22 extra gold to cover the cost of the wedding and our castle renovations. That's not a problem. I will send an army straight away, but I want immediate access to the archives. The marriage can be organized later. Let me get lost in your books then. I think I will start from this room. Fine. You can find me in this throne room if you need me. Let's see, what do we have here? Great, you made a new ally. You can now try to make more allies by inviting other lords in the allies panel. Lords have news. A green icon will appear by their name, like this one next to Lady Ada. I haven't seen Paloma in years. Does the illness persist? Why are you so curious about her? Yes, she's still sick, otherwise I wouldn't even be here. But like I told you already, it's none of your business. Are those books of any use? Healing fever, how to prevent dysentery, something about malaria. All of these are useless. I don't want to be talking to you anymore. Did Yillis and Bravia resolve their wars yet? What were they fighting in Boat again? Land? Witchcraft? I don't know, and I don't care to find out. I have my own problems. Is everything alright in Hagos? I always wanted to visit your beautiful town. Why don't you? Go and see for yourself what it's like. Better than this rat hole. I'd like to know a little about your son before, the marriage. What's there to say? Ivo's royal blood, and I pay enough for his master to ensure that he's at least half as smart as I am. Can't you just leave me alone, Eric? I'm trying to focus here. I'm not ready to go ahead with the wedding. Oh, I still gotta do stuff in the throne room. I gotta talk to Lorsulia. Hey, General. That's all. Give it good work, Stan. That is Stan. He's a great guy. Oh, it's you. You have no choice. You must marry Ivo, the Prince of Etana. I'm sorry. What do you mean? Don't I get a say in this? We need this marriage to secure an army that will defend us. A war is coming. So I'm going to be sacrificed? Did you even consider any other options? Did you even try to offer something other than your daughter? Well, I knew it. I knew the day I'm old enough you would just sell me to the highest bidder. You've been waiting for this. You can't wait to get rid of me, can you? Wish I was a common girl living in a village, having nothing to worry about. Being able to marry the one I love. Not some snob I've never met. Stupid wedding. Stupid prince. You're stupid. Ursulia. I knew it would turn out this way. Oh, Stan. At least you would never betray me, Stan. Darling? Ursulia is getting married. What? No! Did Bayron find us? We can't let him. Ursulia will marry Ivo, the Prince of Etana. I made a treaty with Talus, marriage for army in return. No, we cannot let her marry a barbarian. Eric, you said you would find a way. Wait, Ivo, that's good. That's great. Ivo's a prince after all, and if Ursulia is married to Ivo, then Bayron can't do anything. Talus's army might simply scare them away. Oh, this is wonderful news, Eric. Wonderful. Who's going to prepare the wedding? Guests? Menus? We need to decorate the throne room. We need to buy flowers and decorations. Oh, and we need a band too. I'll take care of that. We'll see how our treasury looks at the end of the week. Does Ursulia know yet? Yes, she didn't take it well. Oh, but what does she know? She wouldn't want to marry that barbaric Bayron. Who knows what Mordovians do with their wives. Wouldn't surprise me if they cut them up and eat them for dinner the next day. Give her time. She'll come around to the idea. I didn't read some of that, so I kind of just skipped through the rest of it. Alright. Turn to the throne room. Deal with the last petitioner. I didn't think Talus would take us all the way over to the council chambers. Game's also not responding, which... concerning. Okay, not concerning. Banker! I'm here representing Bank de Florentine, Your Grace. I hear that your treasury has seen better times, but I'm here to help. How does this all work again? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available for your use. The bank only has a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. It's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge you any additional costs. Oh, last thing to note. We only do one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid, and vice versa. And remember, the first loan is free of charge. You just pay back what you take. That's all for now. The Bank de Florentine is always happy to help. Oh, Audrey. What do we do? What do we do? Where? Salia? Of course she's not here. Your Grace? You're a king, so why do you listen to the man in the council chamber, Father? Well, he's a king too, you know. But you're a better king. He should listen to you. Yes, yes. Keep your voice down, Pumpkin. Crack in the pavement. We need to get it patched up one day. Can I exit out this direction? No. Had to find it. Taking a walk through my gardens. Yeah, where can I go all? And go over to the dungeons. Wow. Later that night. It had better be something important at this ungodly hour. Your Grace, Rodovian forces have been spotted nearby. We should send our men to track them down. They've come for Lorsulia. Eric. Oh, sorry. They've come for Lorsulia. Eric, we must do something. Let's send Stan. We need to see what they're up to. I can always trust Stan. Let's repair the theater. I'm not in a rush to spend on the wedding. We have more important things to do than a wedding that no one wants to happen. Well, Talus wants to happen. Iva wants to happen, but do I care what they want? No. Well, okay, the wife wants it to happen too, but still. Alright, okay, we got all kinds of people here. Mr. Merchant, I did ask you to return. 12 men, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Sounds good. Take the gold and let the business grow. Oh, wonderful. You won't regret it, Your Grace. I will get right on with the work. 8 solid tables, 13 beds, we can make a cheaper shared chamber. Oh, it's going to work well. What have you learned? Rodovians have formed stationary posts around our castle, Your Grace. Camps, if you like. They're planning their next moves. Destroying the post should damage their ability to form strategies, Your Grace. Although we now have a prospect of an army, we shouldn't give them any advantage. You should take a look at the map, Your Grace. Send an agent to clear out these posts as soon as possible. Wait on my mark, General. I'll instruct you where to strike. Yes, Your Grace. Rodovian bandits have made camps around your castle. You need to send a general to eliminate the posts. See the posts open to open the map. Well, we'll get around to that. We'll be ready for the wedding in 4 weeks, Your Grace. The Rodovian posts need to be eliminated by then, and we still need to provide for the people's needs. Striking the right balance between the two might be tough, if not impossible. With our current resources, we will need to prioritize. Yep. Lady Ada. Your Grace, you called for me. I always forget how beautiful this castle is, Your Grace. I really should visit Brevno more often. Nevertheless, Your Grace, I have a favor to ask you. Thank you. What can I do for you? There's a nefarious thief going from lord to lord, pretending like he needs help. He convinced other nearby lords to give him gold, including me. He always says he's a merchant, and his goods have been stolen. I'm sure he will visit you sooner or later. What do you want me to do? Let's say he does show up in my throne room, and I recognize him. All I ask of you is to imprison him. I don't want you to lose gold like I did. Once you have him in your dungeons, send a pigeon for me, and I will deal with him. I'll keep an eye out for him. If I find him, I'll send for you as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Your Grace. We'll be with you after a moment. Your Grace, they took our cattle. Monsters with steel came in the night and took everything. Sure, there's plenty of grass left now, but what's the good of it if there ain't cattle to graze on it? See, Your Grace, doesn't it make sense? Can you help us, Your Grace? Take some supplies. Just replace your cattle and get you something to eat for a while. That's perfect. Thank you, Your Grace. How can I help, Pumpkin? I'm worried about Lorsulia, Father. What will happen to her when she leaves? She promised me she'd take care of me, but now she's leaving. Why would she lie? And what happens to Dusty? Are you more concerned about Lorsulia or Cat's Sedai? Both, truly. So Lorsulia's cat. She'll probably want to take Dusty to keep her company. But if she didn't leave, then Dusty wouldn't have to go as well. I don't want her to leave. Can you talk to her? It's not exactly Lorsulia's choice. I'm sure she would prefer to stay, but she would never leave you on purpose. Why does she do it then? If she would rather stay, she should. Can you talk to her? Convince her to stay? Of course, Sonny. I can try convincing her, but I don't think that will change a thing. I knew I could count on you. Thank you. I better check on Lorsulia when there's time. Anything up? Ugh. Don't end the week by accident. Send the journal by clicking on the Rodovine post. Exploring location may result in gain resources in case of inspection. Send any agent to explore any location. I thought they said there was 4. Oh, there's 4 weeks, but there's okay. How do I go, General? Go, Stan. Save the future, Stan. Oh, my bones. I should go speak with Vorsulia before anything else. Vorsulia's not up there. Maybe Asalia will know where she is. Let's go to the gardens. Assuming Asalia is actually here this time. Grace? You're a king, so why do you let— oh, we already did this. Don't worry about a pumpkin. Don't worry. Yes, father? Swords? Please tell me you haven't had a skirmish with Vorsulia. She's far too soft for that. She wouldn't stand a chance. Let me be the judge of that. Show me what you've got. Really? You'll fight with a girl? Let's go. I don't really know how to. Since I can't go to the market, I had to find something else to do. I just picked them up. Let's see what you can do. Just go easy on me, father. Ouch! Too slow. My turn. You've got quite an arm there. Just tell me, Asalia, what is going on with you two? Still holding grudges? She's locked herself up in her chamber. What a baby. You did leave feces on her bed. Don't pretend like this is the reason she won't come out. Is this what will happen to me one day too? I don't want my little girls to leave home soon, but the truth is, once you become of age, we will need to find you a husband, sooner or later. I guess I didn't think of it before. This puts everything into a different perspective. I was angry at her for being so irritating, but now I'm angry at her that she's leaving me. I feel bad for her, but who will I vex now? Snotty is too young, it's not the same. I'm sure you'll find a good way to occupy your time. I guess we should end it here. I was just warming up. You think we could do this again one day? I'll find you when I have a while. Suppose that'll be never then. We hardly do anything anymore. Talus would tell you otherwise. Trust me. Father, I'm sorry. What I did to Vorsulia wasn't fair. Don't apologize to me. I know. I feel like it's best to give her some time. I will make it right, though. Just stay safe, and don't do anything silly as something. Do I ever? All the time. All the time. Darling? Do you need help with anything? I'm preparing some homemade decorations. I hope Vorsulia likes them. I'm sure she will. They're lovely, my darling. The wedding is so soon, and there's so much to do. I think we're going to have roast duck and a Calasian salad. I don't know yet about the cake. I need to speak to Vorsulia about it. I'll let you work on the preparations. If you need anything, I'll be in the throne room. That's probably everything I can do. You still in here, big guy? Yeah, you are. That's all. No. Well. Good enough for now. I don't want to spend anything on this wedding, if I can help it. I don't support this wedding. She's my girl. She didn't want to get married. I didn't want her to get married. Stan and Pietro. Aurelia and a soldier and a merchant. Mr. Merchant, hello. You're not the merchant I thought you were. What do you have? Your Grace, I can bring you a mixture that can cure illness. Works most of the time. Cures almost anything. You won't find anything better for 5 pieces of gold. I'll take it. That's wonderful. Make sure to let me know if it works. I'm actually curious myself. There's still time until the wedding. We should check out the Radovian post when there's a chance, Your Grace. No sign of the Radovians at the West Post, Your Grace. We did find a hell of a mess, though. They left gold and supplies behind. They must have gone away in a hurry. A little bit, yeah. Random soldier. Your Grace, yet another village has been raided by Radovian forces. Should we aid them in their time of need? This could have a great effect on our people's contentment, Your Grace. We can't allow Radovians to threaten our lands. Send the general. We shouldn't let them destroy our villages. Our general can station his men there for a little while. We need to make sure we are doing our best. That's a good idea, Your Grace. We'll put us behind in checking the camps. By which I mean we probably can't do it at all. Grace, I think I know. They are after me. Who are you talking about? Yesterday, when I went to my bed, someone was in my room. They moved the candles. They left them on the windowsill. I never leave my candles on the windowsill. Your Grace. Have you seen Lucilia, darling? I think she's still locked up in her chamber. She's refusing to come out. I think it's best to give her some time. I don't know what to do, darling. The wedding is so close. I wanted her to help me pick the flowers, but she won't talk to me. Suppose you're right, though. I will get back to the preparations. Of course, my sweetheart. Well, Audrey, I made a mistake. I sent the general off to do the one thing that I could have, the one thing that I shouldn't have done, because we needed scouts. We needed scouting done. Oh, you need something? Can't believe how fast the time flies. Marsulia doesn't really want to get involved with the wedding preparation, so everything's on my head. She'd be less upset if she understood that this is the best option we have. You think we should tell her about the promise? No, Eric, how do you think she would react? She would hate us forever for promising her before she was even born. She can never find out about this. Fair enough. I'm gonna go try to give this to what's-his-face if he's still here. King Talus. I have this medicine. Bought it from a merchant. Apparently it cures everything. Do you think a mere potion from the market will cure my wife? Her illness is more than just a headache, Eric. Alright. Don't say I didn't try. Or do say I didn't try. Because I didn't want to try. This wasn't for your sake. I hope Stan will be okay. Good man he is. Peasant, merchant, Stani, peasant, merchant. And Audrey wants something. We're getting close to the wedding. We need to make sure those Radovian posts are not a threat. Merchant friend. Your Grace, the tavern you helped me to establish is up and running. It's doing so well that there's not just a stop between long trips. It's more of a destination on its own now. As promised, I will now start sharing my profits with you. A whole 1 gold every week. That sounds fair, right? This is ridiculously low. I think this will be fair for both parties. I guess you're right, Your Grace. 3 pieces of gold it is then. It was worth a shot. Yeah. What do you want, Mr. Merchant? Or Mrs. Merchant? Your Grace, I've been wrong. I was on my way down to Hagos when a bunch of thugs threatened my life. If I did not give them all my goods, now I'm left with nothing and nowhere to go. Is there any chance I can count on your support? Guards. No, your grace, I'm telling the truth. It was the Rodovian barbarians. We'll spend some time in our dungeon. We should let Lady Ada know that we found a wrongdoer. Nah. Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Let me guess, there's a monster on their banners? No, not at all. Locals for sure, but they were armed. Our food supplies and cattle were stolen. We would greatly appreciate your support. Here. 7 sacks of supplies. Hope this will compensate your losses. That should be more than enough. We are much obliged, Your Grace. Your Grace, thanks to the new inn we built, our workers are happy. Oh, I know you, actually. I'm not going to give you this voice. Your Grace, thanks to the new inn we've built, our workers are happier than and work harder. We can now plow much faster. We still need to maintain the inn, but I want to bring you something extra for the help. We will be contributing 1 gold every week to the kingdom. Thank you very much. Our people will appreciate this. Please visit us if you need any more help. Thank you, Your Grace. Sounds like Rodovia had copycat sorts. Other bandits can now get away with their crimes more easily. They know the blame will fall on the Rodovians and hope we won't look for them. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure, Your Grace. Tadani, what are you hiding there, Pumpkin? You said I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. I never said you can't have a cat, just not Lorsulia's one. It's a snail! I found him in the gardens and I called him Smudge. That's an unusual pet and an original name. He's nice, but he's not a cat. He's all slimy and sticky. Kinda gross. That's the best replacement I found so far. Maybe if Lorsulia didn't have to leave, she would help me find something better. I don't think your tricks are going to work. Lorsulia has to leave. She will marry Ivo, and with that she will have to stay with him and support him. So there's no way? No way. I think you would love it in the council chamber, Father. When can I go back there? You mean the snail? What was it, Smeary? It's Smudge! It's not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go to council chamber for a while, though. You can tell us to staying there until the wedding ceremony. They're great. I have a small favor to ask of you. Oh, teeny tiny. Would you happen to have any spare gold, you see? 1 piece of gold is all I ask for. That way, I could get myself some boots. Yeah, that's it. Some new boots, of course. I know this is rather unusual, but I would greatly appreciate the help. So, what do you say, you? New boots, you say? Sure. But it better be boots. Gosh, what else? Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, right. Boots, you say? Alright, let's head down to the dungeon. Your Grace, I really don't understand. Why am I here? How dare you ask that? Go and stay here until Lady Ada comes. Fine, Your Grace. Darling, has the Cerulia spoken to you at all? She hasn't. I'm very worried about her. She hasn't eaten anything for the past few days. Hope she'll forgive us for this one day. What's that? I should buy stuff for the wedding? No. If it gives me a game over, then I'll buy everything, but... I don't want to pay for this wedding. This is not my wedding. This is not the wedding my daughter. This is the final week before the big night. It's our last chance to deal with the Rodovian posts. Oh yes, the Queen wanted to see you, Your Grace. Your Grace, Rodovia attacked again, but their squad didn't stand a chance against us. I would like to think that it will be a while before they decide to attack one of our villages again, Your Grace. Good work, Stan. Your Grace, you called for me? I put the man in the dungeons where he belongs. Grace, if I may, can I take him with me? Of course, do whatever you may desire with him. Don't worry, Your Grace, I'll show him where his place is. And of course, you can count on my help during your upcoming battle. I don't have much to offer, but it's better than nothing. I'm glad we became allies, Lady Ada. It's good to have you on our side. It's my pleasure. Hey, Pietro. Your Grace, I'm starting to think that perhaps you are involved. What am I saying? Why would I say this? Why would you tell someone you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? Your Grace, I came to ask you for help. My father is very sick with fever. Please help me. He's pale as a ghost and he shakes and sweats all the time. We tried treating the fever with cold water and a poultice of butter, onion, and garlic. We've given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Yes, we even tried letting the bad blood with leeches. I'm afraid he might not last another night. Your Grace, if we had a court witch available, she could handle these diseases. That's true. You should put word out that we're looking for one. As for your father, I have this medicine. This should help your father. It's something stronger than that you wouldn't find on a rural stall. Really? That probably will help. Thank you, Your Grace. Papa, here I come. I hope it works. Father. Sulia, you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk to you. Of course, I will see you there. And I'll go everywhere else first. Then her, then the bedchambers. Yeah, it's the king talk. Yes, I just had one question I must ask you, Grace. Yes? May Smudge come to the wedding too? Well, I guess, but you need to keep him very close to you, Scott. I always keep him close to Grace. Fine, he can come. Don't forget to say goodbye to Ursulia. She's leaving right after the wedding. Yes, I also need to say goodbye to Dusty. It's going to be alright, Pumpkin. Yes, Father? It looks like it's going to be quite a banquet. Yeah, for you it will. Not for Ursulia. I still can't believe she's leaving. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with Prince Ivor. I don't think she wants to. I know. I wish you had more time to find a prince, but this is the way it has to be. Unfortunately. We've been preparing for this for weeks. There was no need. I just want it to be over and done with. Who cares about some stupid decorations? It's the vows that are important. I hate weddings. People forget what they are really about. Oh, well, it's going to be quite a party either way. I'll see you there. Yes, very well. And by a party, I mean I'm going to do exactly what you wanted me to do and not decorate anything. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry I chided at you, Father. I didn't mean it when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent the past couple of days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling. I know. I love you, Father. I love you more than anything in this world, Lulu. I know. You hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Lulu. It's alright, Papa. I'll miss you calling me Lulu. Your mother has prepared one hell of a wedding. Yes, I better get ready before she finds me. See you at the party. Darling? Everything is ready. Apart from one last thing, choosing a dress. I'll let you do the honors. This is obviously not an option. I found it in a chest of my old clothes. It even smells. It won't cost a coin, but what would everyone think? So, the puffy one. What? Surely this is a joke. Come on, darling. This one is not even white. I shouldn't have let you pick the dress. I sincerely dislike this wedding. I'm going to go to the castle walls before I end it. We're making some money, we're getting some supply, it's good. But we're gonna save and quit. We're gonna end the stream here. Tomorrow we'll be back with the captain. I'm looking forward to it. So I will see you then. Hopefully nothing else gets flagged because I don't want to stop any my ongoing series. If it does, it's literally not a hassle for me. It's not enough. It's not worth the hassle for me to try to figure anything out. If I'm honest, at this point in life. But for now, continuing forward with all plans. So, yeah. Hopefully the camera starts working again, or whatever. It hasn't been working. As long as things work, I don't know. Or maybe I'll just have to be static for a while. I don't know. But we're gonna end it for now. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.